Now we're going to head into a brand new Hollywood news update. So if you are into all things pop culture, Hollywood, what's going on with your favorite shows, TV, all the haps, this is for you. Here we go. I am first off going to say, apologize for all the haps. I do not know why I thought that was good to say, like, honey, no. So erase that from your minds. Just poof, gone. Beetlejuice 2, I told you guys I would give you guys the most up-to-date information I possibly could on this project because, as you guys may or may not know, I am a huge ultimate Tim Burton fan, Winona Ryder fan, and Beetlejuice. I myself am strange and unusual. I'm probably like the daughter of, or a sister from another mister of Winona Ryder. She is my spirit godmother. So I am super excited. Last week we talked about how, much to my chagrin, there was no confirmation as of yet that Winona Ryder would be officially involved with the project. Well, I am happy to say that she was officially spotted on the set of Beetlejuice 2, which is already in production with Warner Brothers and Tim Burton. She is spotted on set, so I'm super excited. That means she is a part of the project. She will be reprising her role as Lydia Dietz. Her daughter will be played by Jenna Ortega. We also have the return of the awesomeness of Michael Keaton for Beetlejuice, as well as Miss O'Hara, and joining the cast is none other than Willem Dafoe. I am very curious to see what role he is going to have in this film. The film is slated to come out September 6th of 2024, so mark that on your calendars. Do not forget, I am so excited now that she is officially part of the project. Yay! Okay, moving right along. Also mark your calendars. We are going to be talking a lot about Disney Plus on this episode because, as you guys may or may not remember, last week we talked about them losing like over 4 million plus subscribers. They're doing like cutting content, merging with Hulu, and making less original programming to try to combat and compensate for the loss of revenue from over 4 million people leaving the platform. Some questionable choices, I would say, and this is not only have they lost 4 million, but we also discussed this on The Brand Live with Vincent Taeler on his YouTube channel. Go over to his live stream videos. It's one of the main topics of one of the last few episodes that we had done, where we talked about them losing in a whole quarter over 2 million. So we broke that down for you guys to great detail, but now it's over 4 million plus, so it's more than doubled since we did that episode. So now let's break down all the stuff that is now happening with Disney Plus and Hulu as a result. I feel like they're starting to go the way of all the Netflix mistakes, the Marvel mistakes prior to the Disney Studios merger, as well as the Warner Brothers and Discovery merger, which was so costly and resulted in a lot of DC Comics content being cut, including Batgirl and so many others. So now Loki and Echo are going to issue in a change in the era of the Disney Plus app. What do I mean by that? Very simple. It looks like they are actually starting to take on the Netflix sort of platform in the sense of how they distribute their streaming shows with original content. Loki is going to be one of the first on the Disney Plus app and original content for Marvel that is going to go the Netflix route in releasing all of the episodes in the season. And the same thing goes for Echo. These are going to be the first two to officially do that with Marvel Studios. Normally you have, you know, the one episode a week spiel. Well, now they're going to give it to you all at once. I think this is a money grab to try to be like, hey, here, please stay with us. Don't leave. Especially after we talked about last week how the season 3 of The Mandalorian, they were really banking on that recouping a lot of the lost revenue, but a lot of people were actually very dissatisfied with season 3 of The Mandalorian. So I think now we're starting to see them go, here, please. Here's the carrot. Here's the carrot. We're dangling it right here. Please stay. So Loki and Echo will be coming out with all of their episodes for their new seasons. Loki season 2 will officially hit the app on October 6th. So pay attention for that. All right, now that I mentioned that the CFO, the Chief Financial Officer for Disney, for Warner, is Christine McCarthy. Well, we talked about last week how the plan that they have come forth with is decreasing the amount of original programming, getting rid of some stuff on their app, as well as increasing the price of their actual streaming service and merging with Hulu for a more immersive experience. Well, here is officially some of the stuff that is already slated to be leaving Disney and Hulu. There are already 40 projects announced that are going to be getting the X on the chopping block. So here we go. I do have to say, though, I will say this, and if you can't agree, that's quite all right. I did not actually recognize a bunch of these, so maybe this might be a good thing. I don't know. But I am kind of sad about a couple of these. So the first one on the chopping block is The Mighty Ducks Game Changers. Very sad about that. Big Shot, Turner and Hooch. I actually really liked that show. I've been looking for, you know, the next season, but guess that's not going to happen. The Mysterious Benedict Society, Diary of a Future President, Just Beyond, Marvel's Project Hero, Why the Last Man, Pistol, Little Demon, the Cheaper by the Dozen remake, that is also leaving, Marvel's M Power, Marvel's Voices Rising, the music of Wakanda Forever, Rosaline, The One and Only Ivan, Stargirl, Encore, A Spark Story, Black Beauty, Clouds, The Making of Willow, Clouds, and let's see here, Weird But True, Timmy Failure, Be Our Chef, Magic Camp, Howard, Earth to Ned, Foodtastic, Stuntman, The World According to Jeff Goldblum, It's a Dog's Life with Bill Farmer, The Premise, Love in the Time of Corona, Everything's Trash, Best in Show, Best in Dough, Maggie, Dollface, and The Quest. I actually really liked Dollface, so I am kind of bummed about that. But those are some of the 40 projects that are already slated to be getting that. More in the line of Hollywood news is New World Order, Captain America 4. There are photos from the set of Captain America 4 New World Order that gave us several things that we are going to anticipate for the new film coming out. First thing is Sam Wilson has a new suit, and this suit is apparently going to set the tone for not only the mission in the film, but the overall vibe of the film itself. We also have the Serpent Society villains. I don't know why they're calling them that. Why can't we just call them Hydra? Like, I love Hydra! You know, that was like one of the bases for, you know, my Taeler Hendrix gimmick, you know, Madam Hydra. Like that. I have yet to see somebody embody that role. I want that role. I want that role. We're also going to get a first look at, I already mentioned his new suit. We also know that he becomes injured in this film. And we also know that we're going to get Liv Tyler reprising her role as Betsy Ross, which I am really excited about because I love Liv Tyler. We're also getting a funeral scene. Dun, dun, dun. We're also getting the return of Marvel's new Falcon. And we're also getting to see Harrison Ford revealed as President Ross. And then we're also getting the Hulk villain revealed, all in the upcoming Captain America 4 New World Order. Screen Rant on the other side of news, once again going back to Disney. Screen Rant listed 6 Disney princesses and their subsequent films that they felt should get a new Disney remake for live action after the success of Little Mermaid, much to many's chagrin. So I want to hear from you guys. What do you think about this list from Screen Rant? They feel like Anna and Elsa in Frozen should get a live action remake. Also Raya and the Last Dragon, Pocahontas, Merida from Brave, that would be interesting. Rapunzel from Tangled, and of course Tiana from Princess and the Frog. When you hear people talk about representation in cinema and stuff, how come nobody brings up the Princess and the Frog? Like, did you guys forget that Tiana existed? I mean, Splash Mountain is literally getting revamped to be, like, Tiana's theme. That's awesome. I love The Princess and the Frog. I actually watched that a lot when I was on the road because I have it downloaded onto my phone at the time when I was still full-time in wrestling. I loved The Princess and the Frog. I thought it was so awesome. I don't think that they get enough credit for that film. But I want to hear your thoughts. Are you kind of sick of the Disney remakes and a lot of the stuff that they're purposely doing to incite divide and so forth? Or do you think that they should continue going with it and give us modern representations of live action versions of animated classics from Disney? I want to hear from you. On the kind of bummer side of news, if you are a Powerpuff Girls fan, you are not going to like this. The CW has officially scrapped the live-action Powerpuff Girls series. This comes along with several other projects that are getting the axe as they are also dealing with not only budget cuts, but, you know, inflation, the current economy, and trying to keep their doors open and become profitable. One of the reasons for the project being scrapped, they cited many years of development trouble. That seems kind of like an open-ended answer and kind of like leaves you like, how long were you guys working on this? You know, like scratching your head like, you know, what was going on with this that made it so troublesome? I want to know. One of the things that we're going to do for rounding out some Hollywood news is John Wick. As you guys know, myself and Vince Russo are huge John Wick fans, and I am so excited to announce that the John Wick franchise has officially passed $1 billion in the global box office. This is huge. It is John Wick 4 is the single most successful film of the John Wick franchise, and because of its success in the box office to date, it is now officially an over $1 billion worth global franchise. That is awesome. Huge congratulations to Keanu Reeves, the awesome man himself, as well as everybody involved in the John Wick franchise. That is a huge resume booster, so huge congratulations.